Greetings, mortals. I am Natus, one of the rulers of the underworld, or specifically the ruler of Manga Hell. And today we'll be reacting to the newest chapter of Welcome to Demon School, Iruma-kun, chapter 230. Still immature. Is she gonna throw a fit over Sheila being above the harem? Because Sheila is more of a sister in the harem, so I don't think sisters really get, the romantic stuff. I think they do get more of like, here's here I made you cupcakes type of thing. So I don't think Shima is safe, and someone has to tell her that, but I guess not. But anyways, we will find out what they mean by still mature during the chapter, but still. So anyways, then we have Ilma being serious as he says, "Next time you won't stop me." And she's like, "Go ahead," as she steps on the ground and gets ready to lunge at him it is like you'll probably miss anyway, which I feel like is a reference to the last chapter just from a different angle. As then she like goes straight directly at him. As then we get a flashback as we have the guy who taught Caligo and Balaam saying Babylon's teachers guidelines. As we have explain stuff to Shida, as I'm guessing it's like the first time she became get the job or something. I don't know. As the guy's like, always prioritize our students' growth. Even this exam is designed to improve their skills. Although I guess that's what she said before. He said before the exam. Interesting enough, you actually see Robin and Tojo Sensei, so that makes me think the two also aren't very that old. Like we know Robin became a teacher last year, so I guess maybe the Tojo Sensei. I don't think he was ever stated to be last year, but I think he might have been like maybe before Robin. Or maybe that's just like random panels, or maybe that's what he was just saying to random teachers. So, anyways, then we have him being like, that's why your job is to access them and make sure they don't get seriously injured when you beat them to a pulp, okay? Funny enough, Shida is the only one who actually cares about that stuff. As I'm gonna say again, the more new teachers are like, okay, as she's like, assess, beat, and she looks at the numbers and she's like, this would be hard. Uh, is she alright? Okay, now I'm really starting to question if she does have some kind of mental problem, some kind of mental illness or something. Because she's like, she needs a lot of time to comprehend some stuff. And then we have Sheila being like, I'm a teacher. A teacher. And then we have Atori being like, Shi-chan, did you modify your uniform? And she was like, I made it lighter and thinner. And I was like, oh, well, aren't you fired up? As then we have Sheila again there in her mind being like, to have, I have to think about how I can help them grow. So yeah, anyways, then we go back to the present and she goes with a kick and she's like, I will judge your abilities. And that hits the ground like completely through it, honestly. And sends Irma back as he wants to get ready to fire at her. As he starts to fire, I believe it seems like 4 arrows at once. And she's just dodging it like it's nothing. Like, she's clearly holding back, but she's very gracefully dodging it, like, ah. Like, kind of like, those, like, moms? That's kind of how she's dodging them right now. As, she's like, his strength is passable, but his aim is lacking. I'm guessing he, like, gets him good enough to a point he can hit the target, but not good enough for actively dodging target. As he again fires at them, as she's like, he's crafting the arrows faster now, and he's attacking relentlessly. As she does like, he listened to my advice. So that's what everything the last chapter. As he again fires the arrows. Actually, now it seems like he's firing 3 arrows. Maybe they are different types of arrows, so that's why he has to fire less. And she again dodges them easily. And now I'm not even sure if she's like even trying now with some of these moves because right now she has like her leg, one leg down, the other leg in the air. Although that might just be the paneling and how it's done. I'm not exactly sure. But maybe it'll look better when it be animated. And she's like, he shot the ground where I'd land. I guess she was able to change trajectory from when she changed trajectory before she even landed. As she's like, he's practiced and he's thinking strategically. So why is it that as she knows another arrow like going away from her, as it was like, I'm gonna do this, as she does like, oh, I see. He is as we get another beautiful battle with her as he's firing, and and he finally seems to hit Shida. And I'm not sure if that's just like because she was taking a note or something else, or maybe he did like manage to get, one up. Well, one up as she's holding back. But I need to say is he gets her in the clothing as well. As he gets like three more clothes to like pin her to the wall. As he's like, I got her! Yeah, just barely. I think he uses, I'm guessing one of his magic spells, which is called Fractal. Thank God that his grandpa gave him a bunch of magic before him. I'm guessing he does get really stuck magic powers during the exam, so maybe like extra more than usually he felt. Because that would be a big problem using so much magic on her. So this seems to be kind of like a gravity spell? Although it could just be like a force push or something like that spell because it just seems to like slam with the wall more and starts to crack. As then we have Chima be like, he did it! As Vine, I believe his name was like, As then we have Iruma as she's like pinned to the wall. As Iruma's like, now's our chance, let's run! As they're two like, yes. And then we see a picture of Shida, and she's like, alright. And she immediately breaks through it and immediately goes at them as it was like shocked that she was able to do this so effortlessly. Which, to be fair, should have been pretty predictable considering the fact that, she's clearly holding back. Like, honestly, from the teachers we've seen so far with Robin and that other one, she seems to be the only one who's actually aware of what she's asked to be doing here. Or maybe she's doing it more during the event, not, well, the other ones are planning on doing it more at the end. Needless to say, she's definitely giving them like more on the spot type of training. So, anyways, then we have Sheila like stomping the ground. It's like, oh shit! As he gets ready to get ready for another bow, she immediately grabs him with the bow. It's like, ah! And now we have Sheila holding the bow, as Sheila's like, you were not aiming at me. Well, you are his sister, Sheila. It's kinda hard to aim at your sister. Unless if you two hate each other, which at that point it's A-okay. Do not question the logic of a demon. I feel I just give them advice. So anyways, then we have, you want to be like, huh? Well, not huh, but like, hmm? Anyways, then we have, as the smoke still clears up, Shida explain, you have good form and you shoot quickly, yet you can't hit me. As we get a more of a flashback of the battle, though, as she's like, because you've been aiming for my clothes, this whole time you were just trying to pin me down. You didn't want to hit me. So yeah, like very beautiful. Like she is very beautiful in these chapters. I mean, that's why she doesn't appear much. So anyways, then we have another flashback with the professors, or a halfway flashback. So the teacher who taught Caligo and Balaam is like, those who try to subdue their enemies without hurting them are either too powerful or too cowardly. Which I guess is like telling this to Iruma, as she's also like, you are the latter. You are afraid of shooting others. In conclusion, you should resolve to hurt your enemies when fighting. Which will probably be very useful considering the six fingers exist and all that stuff. Which is very funny considering the fact that if things go too worse to bad, she will have to fight Iruma. Although she did say she wouldn't be hurting Iruma, so maybe she'll just be trying to disarm her and grab him and hold him or something. I don't know. So, anyways, then we had the smoke is cleared and all, and then we have Shida being kind of more there, I said all. That's it. That's it. Do you understand? I guess that's what she thought her job is, and now she's like, oh, did I do it good? And then she like notices something as she sees that Irma is completely blushing, completely red, like he's got red from head to what we can see from his below his shirt. It's like which I'm guessing in the anime there's gonna be like a transition where he's gonna be normal and then like going completely red. As it was like Shida Sensei, your clothes. As we see something that we weren't aware before, as we see that her clothes are completely in tattered, like her upper is like ripped completely. Like that thing she was wearing, that vest or whatever it is gone. Like all that's like it's kind of like that. Now it seems like in that swimsuit shape, her those things that she had on her bottom part. I'm not sure. I don't know what they're called. Those ropes or whatever. Gone with her. I want to say her shorts being shown as well, like all over, as well as like the middle portion also seems to be missing clothes. As there's like the what's coming like with rag that tattered completely, as he's going like melting from the shame, and she also knows it, and she like hugs herself, as she's like trying to cover. As we get this like very beautiful panel with Cheetah, where weirdly enough she actually looks more naked now than she did beforehand, which is odd. She's like she's still, which is odd. And she's like, perv. And he was like, no! Although it's kind of funny how little of a reaction she even has to this. She's like, just blushes a bit, and she's like, perv. I guess she's gonna be fine with this type of stuff as long as it's not overkill, or at least it may actually be overkill. So, yeah. Which, not gonna lie, I was actually expecting Shida to end up, they're gonna be like a strip joke or this type of joke with Shida, like it's not actually explained in this chapter what her ability is, but I was expecting it to be like like if her ability is something like she says something and it happens, I was expecting like it would be I will strike you down, and then he like sends the arrow, and then like that arrow like rips through her completely, and she's like, my body will heal or something on those lines and will recover, and then she'll be later, where am I at? You ran me right through my chest, meaning that I'm completely naked now. So yeah, it's kind of funny that we actually do get this thing. Oh, some people were saying that Cheetah as her first outfit was actually more revealing than she's right now, as she's you know in her clothes are ruined and tattered and ragged. Which, in my opinion, that it may or may not be more of like a. I feel like because Shida, again, seems to think a bit slower, or at the very least, I don't know. I don't exactly know. There seems to be some kind of mental thing with her. It's possible that maybe she will care about the clothing's revealness based on the job she has. Like, as a six finger and as an entertainer, where, let's be real here, the Walter Park women do wear very scantily clad clothes. She wouldn't wear very little. But as a teacher, there's a like dignity you must have, and being in tattered clothing, showing off your figure is not exactly the most respectable. So I feel like that's why she's like blushing and being a bit shamed at. But yeah, so yeah, now we have like this uh kind of comedy fan page where we have be like, no, I didn't do it on purpose. I did aim at your clothes, but and she was like perp, and she like even like kind of turns around to show him her back, although consider the fact her ass is also kind of revealed now. I'm not sure if that's useful, although maybe it's supposed to be like she's showing her hips. I don't know really. And she's like, I'm so sorry. And then we have one be like, that's the Helm Kim, alright. Which is true. Which I do wonder what the people are thinking right now when they are watching this. Like, are they like, so she's giving their lecture about doing the process. I think that's a reasonable thing to do. I was kind of surprised she was doing that while the others didn't. Oh, well, she finally realized she's naked. She's losing her clothing. as another boy would be like, ah, she's throwing it. Irma, you bastard! Oh, there you get all girls. So, anyways, then we have Vi being like, I think we should run away now. And which is probably true because she'll probably like try to cover her clothes more. Although maybe she's just gonna ignore them. I mean, it's not like this is like an actual in. I don't really know exactly. So, anyways, then Vi's like, what? Cold! As it's like a blizzard, as Jima's like, be right back. I'm going to cool someone's head off. As Jima's like, she can't keep her silence anymore. As Jima makes her crystals. As Vi's are like shaking, oh fuck, it's gonna be Ramos again. So yeah, I guess the next chapter is gonna be Chima versus Shida or Chima phrasing Iruma. I don't know. I could see honestly either one of the two being frozen. I could see her freezing Shida and be like, Iruma, you are mine, not Shida's. Or maybe she's gonna freeze Iruma because he destroyed her clothes. I don't really know. Honestly, I kind of feel like this. I feel like we're gonna the next couple. If we focus on this fight right now, we're probably gonna have more comedy than action. Because I'm kind of curious if they're gonna continue the battle of Shiruma. That's gonna be like, I'm literally in regular clothing. I'm gonna go get at least some. I'm gonna go into the teachers' conference or something to get some cloak or something. I don't really know. I don't know really where this is heading, but it's really funny. Kind of funny how we start this chapter very seriously, but now we end up with this joke. So yeah, I guess now we know what the still mature thing meant. So yeah, this chapter was pretty funny, and personally, I feel like it's the best chapter we got this week from any series, just by the action and the comedy of it. So yeah, now that's it. I hope you liked this video. I hope you leave a like. I hope you tell me in the comments below what did you think of this chapter. And with that said, I cannot wait to see all of you mortals next time. Goodbye.